Fellow men, for those who stay alone, what motivates you to cook? Hunger. I like cooking and know how to cook. It's not a chore. My budget. After spending some years living alone, I've refined my grocery shopping down to the point where everything I buy gets consumed and nothing goes to waste. Except for the occasional Postmates to treat myself. I prepare the food I bought. Walter. Hunger? Raw food generally doesn't taste as good, and some of it can make me ill. My body requires nutrients to function properly. Eating out is pricey, plus I enjoy cooking shit that I want. What am I gonna do? Order food every time I get hungry. Fucking need to reach 100 grams protein a day. I wish I could just drink a white tasteless substance that'd provide nutrients and sat my hunger. I hate eating lately. I don't live alone anymore. But my motivation is the same. I like to cook. I've been cooking my own meals since I was a kid. And I can make food just as good as a restaurant. For a fraction of the cost. Also, it's a very useful skill. If you're trying to impress a prospective partner, I've never forgotten the day when my girlfriend informed me that I was a better cook than her mother. Homemade food is damn delicious, and if you lean into it, cooking can be very fun. I don't think of cooking as a chore. I do wish I had more time for it, though. I find solace in cooking. Loud music. And me. My knife and chopping board. And all the ingredients to make me happy in about 30 minutes. Generally, if I see a YouTube video showing something that looks good, I'll try it. Otherwise, I also prefer the taste of leftovers to that of frozen meals. I'll make a tray of lasagna and eat it for a week. Or a pot of stew to share with parents' siblings before having the rest for myself all week. It's like meal prep, but without all the unnecessary extra steps. Just make extra portions of things you're already eating. To eat something tasty. Hunger and money. Hunger. I'm hungry and like my food. If I don't have time, I usually just Uber Eats. I'm cheap. It's better and cheaper than eating out all the time. Nothing. I do meal replacement, works like a charm. I like to meal prep and eat tasty, healthy food. Trying new things. I would die sooner or later. Is this a real question? Fucking AI. Hunger and my bank account. My brother in loneliness. Nothing motivates me to do anything anymore. Disappointed. Cheaper, healthier, more customizable, don't have to drive out every night. I like it, I'm good at it, and it's far cheaper than takeout. I love to cook. Hunger, and a passion for cooking. I'm Italian. Cooking is in my blood. I can cook a better meal cheaper than I can buy it at a restaurant. I don't have to get dressed up. I can eat nude if I want to. I cook healthy food. When I lived alone, I tended to cook up a bunch of stuff on weekends and work on it through the week. I would be doing stuff around the house anyway, so it wasn't some big imposition. It was cheap and no delivery service or drive-through out there is faster than the microwave. Plus, it was easier to have what I like. Handle portioning. All that jazz. I like food. I like to be able to measure my portions and what I put into them. So there's a health aspect too. Plus, I know how fresh my ingredients are. Some things I do don't really tend to exist on takeaway restaurant menus too. There are certain things I cook that I prefer to restaurant takeaway equivalents, so if I want the thing the way I like it, makes sense to do it myself. Salmon is one. So many places it's dry. My physique. I am a great cook for one. It saves money and it's healthier. Also, if we are gonna tag every base. While I have zero intention of ever being in a committed relationship again. Cooking dinner for a woman has her that much closer to the bedroom. Cooking is foreplay if you know what you are doing. I like cooking my own way and eating healthy. Cheaper too. It's fun. I am a good cook and I want to eat good food. For me, I'm trying to practice cooking. Plus, junk food is too expensive and doesn't taste as good to me anymore. My health requires good food. There's a dish I want and the small town I live in doesn't have that. Survival lol. This is a weird question. I live alone and try to eat well. I have a set of simple staple meals that I prepare. Usually protein heavy. But I do love to cook. And I can throw down in the kitchen. I just prefer to cook for others when they come over. When I was single, I'd meal prep big batches. It's hard to cook a single meal for yourself on a weeknight. It's a lot easier to sort your meals out for the whole week. Getting home the day after and just throwing a homemade lasagna in the oven without a second thought really drives home the point that it was worth the effort. Poverty and remembering how much of a bitch-ass cop-out it is to tell myself I don't have enough time. The fact that I can cook faster than ordering food. Respect for myself and my body. Also munchies, thumbs up, rolling on the floor laughing. Realizing that the Quick Trip local gas station workers might start learning my name if I don't stop buying all my lunches and dinners there. Also money. My cooking is way cheaper than eating out fast food. It's a better use of money than eating out all the time. I don't live alone. But eating out is ridiculously expensive, especially for one person. Even fast food nowadays. It's going to cost you $15 to actually get full on something other than nasty-ass tacos. It's just me and my wife. Cooking one meal lasts us for at least 2 meals for 2 days. I can spend $15 on 4 meals or $15 for 1 meal. I'm cooking. To say fuck yeah, I made this. Now I'm gonna eat that watching YouTube. I cook naked sometimes if I am bored. My ignorance of ingredients and methods. Money. I have to eat to live and my budget is built around efficient caloric procurement. Knowing that cooking is a very valuable skill and is a fun way to learn and impress people. Hunger. Hungry. More nutritious and less costly, plus sometimes I'm craving some very specific things. Cooking is fun. I love cooking and can't survive on sandwiches. Nerves. Cooking makes me focus on something simple. It's a routine that I need to shut out all existential dread, and it's practical. Like a form of meditation with something tasty at the end of a session. Hunger. B. Having a date or kids. When you live alone, it's hard to justify it. Unless you're meal prepping for the whole week. Fast food is a waste of money. What would you not die of hunger? I like to view cooking as skill building. Most of what I make is pretty simple stuff that I've done before, but I make it a point to try and cook something new on a somewhat regular basis. I honestly don't know how people who don't cook for themselves in this day and age manage. Like, how can you be content with just eating microwaved and oven-cooked meals every day? Realizing how much money I wasted on Uber Eats. I will get fast food after work, and when I finish eating I will write down how much I paid. Then after I cook dinner another day I go look at that number and feel good lol. I'm fucking good at it. It smells good. I've always enjoyed cooking. Doesn't apply anymore, but when I wanted to eat something I didn't feel like buying. Needed food to last more than a night. Meal prep. It's cheaper, healthier, etc. Hunger. I like homemade food, I hate fast food, and I'm good at cooking.